So what's up, you guys? Before we get into this video, I have to talk about this new product that I've been using from the store, The Funky Peacock. You guys, I just started working with them. So you guys, when I tell you everything that they put out is high quality, is good, it's organic, it's natural, and eco-friendly, and everything that is made to order. So I do have to let you guys know beforehand, before I talk about these products, it will take up to 2 weeks max. I think it took like about a week for me to receive all my products, but up to 2 weeks to receive, because like I said, everything is made to order. But so I'm going to talk about the first thing that I got from this store, and as I continue to test out these products, I will talk about them more in my video, because I don't want to talk about things, guys, and promote it to you guys if I haven't tested it on my skin myself. I don't want to do that to you guys. So this bar of soap right here, as you guys can see, this is the packaging. It's so cute. Everything came looking good, like nothing was leaking, anything like that in that nature, because I have other products as well, like I said, you guys. So this right here is the Rose and Honey soap. Guys, when I tell you, like, I could smell it through the box, and it was like, it called me to it. It was like, this is the first soap I have to use. I have another one, but I'll get into that later on when I start using it. But this one is the Rose and Honey, and when I tell you, I was like blown away by the smell, because you really smell the rose and you really smell the honey. And I feel like it's really good to shower with, you know, inhale, you know, the rose, because rose is really good for you. It's very therapeutic if you take this in the shower. And guys, I already told you guys I have eczema, so I have really sensitive skin, super sensitive. So this works so good on me. When I got out the shower, my skin was so soft, it was so smooth. And that's something that my skin needs. Like I said, I have eczema, so my skin dries out over time, and I need extra moisture to really be able to keep it all together. And I feel like this, being able to have honey is so good for moisturizing your body overall. So you guys really need to head over to the Funky Peacock store, and everything that I talked about in this video will be in my description, you guys, if you guys want to check out the store and see the other products that they do have. And you guys, since I love y'all and I got y'all can use my code TASIA20 to get 20% off your whole order. So you guys need to go there and check it out. So you guys stay tuned for the rest of the video. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tasia, back with another video. So today I'm going to get into part 2 of that story time I gave y'all at work, the little work chronicles little situation. So I already told y'all in part 1, I think I gave her the name Sam, and how one day she wanted to, like, I don't know, fight me low-key, but then wanted to be my friend. So I'm gonna give y'all the continuation of that story. So I already told y'all that same girl had, like, formed in her mind, like, there was cliques. It was like, she just said, like, the OGs don't respect the new people and all this, that, and the third, and we don't really like them or accept them for whatever reason. So basically, what I normally would take my lunch break, since it was still the overnight shift, I would take my lunch breaks like maybe around like 2 in the morning, because by 2 there would be like no more work, like all the way to like 6:30. We would kind of like have nothing to do, really. So that's when I would go take my lunch break or whatever. And I normally would take my lunch break in the lobby, because the lobby is like, it's such a cute aesthetic. It's like you have the nice couches, the chairs. It's like, it's real cute. Compared to like our upstairs break room, it was just like, you know those regular tables that those foldable type of tables. It would just be those with like some regular chairs. And the room wasn't given. So I normally wouldn't go to the break room, and there would be a lot of people. And I'm the type of person, when I take my lunch break, unless I'm taking it with my friends, like, I don't mind being around my friends, but if I'm taking a lunch, I don't want to be around other people if you're not my friend. I'd rather kind of like be by myself. Like, I have to work with y'all. When I have my lunch break, I kind of want that space by myself. I'm already with y'all for like, what, 8 hours? I get that 30 minutes to get away. So they will all take their break in the break room. So I would be away from them and be downstairs in the lobby. And we were like on the 3rd floor. Yeah, on the 3rd floor. So down there having my lunch break, having a good old time by myself, watching a little show. Come upstairs. As soon as I come upstairs, I just hear yelling, like screaming, like yelling. Like, I could tell like it was a fight for a fact. Like, I can hear a girl. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but I could just hear people yelling, and then, like, it was definitely more than one person. And then I can hear like other people like getting involved and being like, relax, relax, relax. I didn't even go that direction. I don't even think I turned that way. Like, I was like, let me take myself in this lab and excuse myself from this foolishness, because I don't want no parts. We are at work and I don't want no parts of this. So I think like the following day, I had told y'all there was only 3 OGs. It was one that was a guy, me, and then this other girl. The other girl, she had came over to me to like tell me the tea one day or whatever, and was like, Tasia, like, did you hear them yelling or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, girl, I heard it, but I decided to make a little make my little straight way to go straight into the lab and mind my business, because I was like, I'm not fooling with y'all to lose my job. I am not. Especially, this is an easy job. This is an easy overnight shift where I'm getting paid to do some easy work. I'm not fooling around with y'all. Y'all mess up my money. So she told me the whole situation when it happened. So basically, the girl, who was the girl specifically? Remember the same girl I told y'all in the story time that Sam's friend that they used to talk to had sent her over to me to like want to walk with me, and like was like, oh, hey, since we work overnight, like, you want to walk with me to the car? And I was like confused, because like, you just came from your friend that you talk to all the time. Why don't you ask her, why are you coming to me? And I don't even really talk to anybody. But that same girl, she had went over to she was the one that was beefing with the other girls or whatever. Mind you, like I told y'all, Sam was the one starting all this. It was like she was sitting back and like acting like she wasn't involved, but she was like putting things in the newer workers' ears. Like, I don't know what her goal was at that shift. It was like she came there just to be messy. And I'm like, girl, this is not high school. Like, I don't know if this was her first job out of college or first job in general. I don't know. It was just weird, because I'm like, I don't know. So Sam had put all that in that girl's head. And what I said I was going to name her, I'm going to just say Tiana. And then, and the girl that was the OG, that was the one that was coming to tell me a story, she had another friend. And I'm going to just say her name was Tiffany. So OG and Tiffany were friends along with another girl, but she's not really important in the story. So they were all friends, but I guess Sam had been telling Tiana, yeah, they've been talking crap about you. They be saying slick stuff. They be doing this, doing that. Like, just a whole bunch of drama that she's putting in this girl's head. So I don't know, for some reason, they were having lunch in the break room. That whole group, OG, Tiffany, and the other girl, they were, I think, leaving the break room. And Tiana purposely made her way to go past them. And when she went past them, like, she went boom and, like, purposely bumped into Tiffany. So Tiffany is like, there's more than enough space. You can say, excuse me, but you don't need to, like, push me or bump into me. And that's when Tiana, like, so Tiffany is still walking this way at this point, because Tiana already done pushed them that way. So she was like, don't push me or whatever. Like, you can say, excuse me, continue walking. Tiana come back while Tiffany is already walking this way. And Tiana bumps her from behind. So clearly this girl want to fight. This girl want to fight. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who they were hiring at my job. And I'm not going to lie. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to leave. I felt like, even when I was hired, this was like, I've worked other jobs, but when it came to lab jobs, this was my second, like, lab job. So I didn't have much experience. But with this job, which should have been a red flag to me, and all my friends agreed that working me at the job, none of us had an interview, y'all, at this job. None of us had an interview. It's like the recruiter would talk to you, get all your information, get your like your overview summary of work, and then they would just want evidence that you have your college degree. And once you have that, you're good. But the reason why I know that they don't even really make sure you have it, one of the girls that was working overnight was still in school at the time. Like, she was literally in college. Somehow they hired her, and she was working with us, I think, for like 2, maybe 3 weeks before they found out, like, she's not even a college graduate. That, like, that's when I knew. I'm like, oh, this job is a whole red flag. Like, I'm gonna stay here so I can get out of here, make my money, get the experience I need on my resume, because my last job before this wasn't direct hands-on lab work. And I knew from my resume, I wanted at least to say I've been in a lab for at least a year. Like, I have hands-on lab experience. So that was my focus. I was like, okay, well, clearly this job on some BS, but it's my first job out of school. It's paying way better than any job fresh out of school. So I'm gonna stay here for the year and deal with it. But that job was real shady. Like, they don't really make sure. And it's kind of sad because that place deals with, like, one of the biggest places in Jersey to test COVID samples. Like, we was receiving so much. So for us to have that much control, and they weren't even making sure who was really graduated, was crazy. It showed y'all. So yeah, where was I at? I done got off track, y'all. I ended up turning one story into 3 different stories. But oh, I think I was saying to just say that they don't really make sure who they hire. Like, there was a lot of weirdos that they would hire. They wasn't really doing. I don't think they was really doing background checks. I don't think they was really making sure these people were college educated. Like, anybody can, like, make up a fake diploma and send it to you. But yeah, so anyway, once she bumped her from behind, she turned around like, yo, like, what's the problem? Like, what is your problem? Like, you pushing me or whatever. They start arguing, start going off. Da-da-da, going back and forth. I don't think at that point it turned into a physical altercation, but it was just verbally arguing. And I think that's when I came upstairs, like, through the elevator, and I heard them yelling. So, then I remember, I think the following day, my supervisor, she had knew about everything or whatever. And I think they were, like, immediately suspended. Like, immediately suspended, the both of them. And when she had a meeting the next day, like, guys, this job isn't really that hard. And I'm with her. I'm like, sis, I'm with you. Job ain't that hard. Just sit here and do your work and leave. But she was like, if you guys don't have to like each other. Who cares? It's a job. Just do your work. And that was the thing I was trying to get. I was very confused why on that shift, why that one girl, Sam, was so desperate to make people like her or want to be her friend. And if you didn't want to be her friend, she was just starting mess. And it was just very, very weird. She was very weird to me. That's why I ain't feel bad for what I said, because one thing about me, I don't be wrong. If I say somebody weird, I'll be right. Because I'm not just going to say you weird just for no reason. I'm going to pick up on your energy and your vibe. And her energy to me was just weird off bat. So when she was offended by it, I'm like, sorry, but you proving my point. Y'all all proving my point. Sorry it offended you, but maybe you need to, maybe you need to do some self-reflection. Because if I'm just talking crap about you and saying that y'all being weird and acting a fool for no reason, and yeah, I'm being shady. Check me. But if you're starting all this mess and all this drama between people, and then you're trying to force friendships and then start drama because you don't get the energy you want, you prove my point. You're weird. And that's why I don't want to talk to you. Like, please leave me alone. That's why I was glad she was fired, y'all. Because I don't know. She was giving me groupie energy, like, every day trying to talk to me. Hi. Leave me alone, please. Girl, you came up to me like you wanted to fight me the other day. That ship has sailed. I don't want to be your friend. I'm good. Ain't no beef either. Like, I'm a type of person, and I think a lot of people think I have beef with them, but I'm really not like that. If I tell you I genuinely don't have an issue with you, I don't. I just don't care. Like, I really don't care. I can have a disagreement with you 2 hours ago. I'm over it. I really don't care. Like, I don't have no feelings about it. I accept things for what it is. And if I see, oh, you're weird, I'm going to take it for what it is. I'm not going to take it personally, though, but we ain't no beef. I can still do the work with you. I can come up every day and not have you in my head. I don't know. And I'm realizing people, I be triggering people when I do that. I don't know. I'm seeing it recently, even just in my life with people. Like, if I don't give them the reaction that they want and I'm like nonchalant about it, they take it offensively, and it's like, no need to. That's just how I am. I really don't care. There's bigger things to worry about in life, and I'm not going to trip over petty little stuff. So yeah, they were suspended or whatever, and that's when my manager was just like, y'all just work. Like, we really would only work for a few hours. It's like, bro, you get 4 hours rest of the shift. BS, get on your phone, do whatever. Even if you wanted to leave and go get some food and come back, I don't think she would have been mad. Like, she was really chill. Like, she was such a chill manager, but they just made it difficult for no reason. So yeah, so then after that, like I said, they were both suspended. And it was like, then I think after that, like a couple days later, the Tiana girl, the one who initiated the altercation and bumps her, she definitely was fired for a fact. But then the other girl, Tiffany, they were like, oh, it's under review because technically you weren't the aggressor in the situation. But then they went on ahead and just fired her too. I said, dang. But I was like, sis, you, like I said, I don't know what else ensued at that point. I think their issue was like you were going back and forth and arguing with her at work, screaming and yelling, when it's like, be professional and just tell the supervisor if there's an issue. So I think they had an issue with how she handled it. So ultimately they both were fired, and it all was because of Sam, y'all. Sam put so much garbage in so many people's ears. Like, I'm like, girl, what do you gain from telling the new people that the OGs don't like them when we've never said that? At least on my part. And like I said, I know for a fact the other guy didn't say nothing. Now the girl, she had a clique of friends, so I can't say what for sure was said or whatever between them. I just know, for me, I just said they were weird for playing tag in the lab. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to take that back. Like, if we're supposed to be professional and we're working in a lab, you should not be running around. You should be running around and like playing and like I don't know. It's just certain things I think people should know. Like, even if this is your first lab job, we've all been in a lab in college. Like, let's be real. I know. I remember having, at one point, one semester, like 3 different science courses and having 3 different labs for all of them. And each lab is like normally 3 hours. So it's like, if you have a degree in biology or biotechnology or anything in the STEM field, you were taught how to act in a lab or conduct yourself. So if I say you're acting unprofessionally, I'm not wrong for that. Period. But yeah, that girl, I don't know. Like I said, y'all, she ended up getting fired, which was easier for me because I didn't have to deal with her like constantly trying to be my friend for the rest of the time. But y'all, that was crazy. I got another story too, y'all. And this is with my coworker that was actually my friend. And I had to like be the mediator. Like, y'all, when I tell you that job was toxic, I'm just so glad it was never really me involved. Like, I'm such a neutral person where I sit back and observe. I'm an observer. Like, I'll sit back and assess the situation. Like, okay, this dude, don't trust him. Something a little off with him. Let me stay away from him. That girl, something a little off. I'll stay away. And then if I peep, oh, she's cool. Okay, I'll talk to her. She's cool. I'll talk to her. You had to do that in my job. It was like a lot of strange individuals. But yeah, y'all. It's like, what are y'all even fighting for? Because of he said, she said. Like, it's not high school. We are all grown. That was just weird to me, y'all. But yeah, you guys, that's the end of my story time. Like I said, I have more stories when it comes to my job. So I'm going to give y'all some more stories because it be some crazy stuff that be going on. But yeah, you guys, catch me in my next video. Bye.